Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night, my friends. And I'm back. Mostly. um, I just kind of I need a vehicle upon which to just kind of chill and chat tonight. And I was looking at a few things. I was thinking maybe ATS, but you know what? We still got a season going on Diablo 4. I've got some progress I can make. So I thought, let's pop back on in to some Diablo 4 here, friends. But welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you've all had a good week so far. We've made it. We've made it to the weekend, friends. It has happened. It has happened. We have made it. Let me tell you, a couple times I wasn't sure we're gonna make it, but we made it. Let me do. I've been playing this with the sound off just because I was listening to other things at the time. So I'll turn the sound back on, but maybe I will turn maybe I'll turn the music off for right now. Turn this down to 50% perhaps. We'll just supply some of our own tunes for now, just to kind of relax and chill. I'm not going to be doing, I don't think I'm going to do any story stuff tonight. I'm just going to kind of mess around and try to do this like March of the Goblins thing and stuff like that, friends, but that's where we're at right now. But welcome on in, everybody. Oh, it's been a thing. It's been a thing here. Let's see. What have I changed on here? So I've changed out my gloves. The unique gloves I had, I've changed for these ancestral legendary gloves because I'm getting ancestral stuff dropping now. And they're okay. I'm not having a mana problem anymore, per se. I'm having more of a health problem now, where, like, I'm not getting quite as much health regen. So I think that's the next thing we're going to have to work on. But I wanted to get these because they are level 70, and I was able to improve the quality all the way up, as you can see there. I want to try to do that with some of these other things, too. Try to get level 70 stuff as I can. So for this one's already level 70, so we can just keep boosting the quality on that. This one is 37, so if I can find an amulet that's decent, that would be really good. I definitely like the immune bubble, so I'll apply it to whatever I put this on. But this has like this has 477 life on hit. Ooh. Maybe that's exactly what I need here. Just boost this rare amulet up. I need some attack speed. You know what, let's go see if I can conjure up an amulet here from the rando guy. Let's come over here first and get rid of a few things.
That got most of it. Plenty worth keeping.
Go. Got that. Yeah, and then I'll hold on to that one. In fact, I'll put this over here so I don't confuse it. I've got another unique glove that dropped too, but this one's level 70. And it's okay. Yeah, 35 intelligence. It wasn't quite as good as the ancestral one, I felt. That's why I switched to that one. Where can I go? Where's the rando guy at? Is it down here? Vendor. Oxen Tribe. Okay. Vendor. Yeah, where's the random rings and amulets?
Buying or selling?
Yeah.
Goodbye then.
Wait, what is this one? Fire resistance, fire damage. Don't really need that. Is there not a rando guy here? Oh, over here. Duh. Curiosities. Amulets.
The next will be better.
Oh, that's all the rules I have. 7 physical resistance. Alright, none of that's worth anything.
Fight hard, eh?
I do have 2 points available. So let's go do something with these. I can move. I guess we can move up the list this way or move over this way. Pretty much the same stuff either way we go there. What's this? More resistance. Maximum life. I guess we'll go up this way. We'll creep up that way. Resistance to stuff. What does that put us at? Okay. Offensive, defensive. Alright. So I can get anything there. I wonder if I can... Let's see what I could do with this here. So if I... Do I have anything repaired enough? Tempering. So what do we have on here? We've got life on hit, intelligence, and armor. So we got offensive wise, lightning damage, defensive, yeah, resource, reduction, mobility, speed, utility, impairment reduction, fortified generation, thorns. Now, so what was offensive again? Damage per overpower, damage over time, vulnerable damage, damage to close enemies, crowd controlled enemies. Resistance to all elements, maximum life, physical resistance, lightning resistance, fire. Probably wouldn't hurt to put some fire resistance on at some point, but I just do armor. Let me think here. I'm not sure what I want to put on it. What do I have on this one? I got cold damage multiplier on that one. I got attack speed and lightning damage. I mean, I guess at a minimum I should just do lightning damage. Let's see what I get with that. So I get 20 to 40%. %. Okay. Cool. All right, so we got the lightning damage on there. Can I do? Let's see. If I go over to the occultists, and I put, what is it? All players inside get immune when hit while not healthy. All players inside get immune. So offensive, frost pyromancy, shock. Should be one of the ones that's like has like a symbol on it, right? Every 10% of your life that you heal grants you 22% primary resource cost. Okay. Incapacitating enemies. Chill. There. Do I not have it? Shock skill. Snap frozen. What is this? Hit while not healthy. Let's do immune. But no. Okay. Does this have a keyword on it? Yeah, well, not healthy. Well, not healthy. That's where I guess I don't have it yet. Let me put this down here. It seems to suggest that I do have it. Cannot salvage. That's interesting. It says I can't salvage it. Is that because I have a thing in it? Let me see something here.
The stars do not lie.
Let's go to jeweler.
Buying or selling? Good fortune.
Unlocks new aspect in the Codex of Power on salvage. Okay, so let's do that.
You need steel work? Repairs?
There we go. Alright, so then I should be able to apply that to... Here we go. Should be able to apply that to that. Okay. Good. Life on hit and everything. All right. I don't want to replace anything on that. What I want to do though is add some a socket to it.
I cannot use that.
Okay. Then take this, that back in there, equip that. So 143, which is definitely, I think we're at 138 or something before the toughness. And now if I come over here, I should be able to masterwork it, right? Because it's level 70. Cool.
One of my best.
There we go. Plus 256 intelligence. It's not bad. So what are we at now? Plus 256 intelligence, 596 life on hit, 996 armor, 46% lightning damage. Imprint it with our immune bubble. And the only thing we need to really improve on it is the gem. Yeah. So can I make a craft gems? So diamonds. Yeah, all I could do is flawless. What do I need for a royal diamond? 100,000 diamond fragments. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean,
Goodbye then.
we've still improved the 147,000 toughness and intelligence is 2007, so that increases our skill damage by 251% even. So that's pretty good. Critical strike damage is 201.6%. Damage of lightning is 407.3%. Okay. Healing received. Life on hit 596. Every time you deal damage to an enemy. So that should hopefully help with the not healing with having to heal constantly. So that'll be good. Alright. Cool. I think the only thing to do now is to test it out. Where do I want to go? Wisdom. Roderick's strong room. Let's go there. Cool. Cool beans, friends. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see how much faces we can wreck with this build.
My savior.
There's been a bunch of I was watching whenever I could throughout the week, which it's been a busy week, but I've been watching as many of the upcoming game trailers as I could get my hands on. And friends, we're eating good as far as gaming is concerned, I'd say. Although I gotta say that the Summer Games Fest that was just on earlier, you know, the Jeff Keighley jaunt thing, that was underwhelming a bit. I didn't really see much there that I actually really cared for. Other than obviously, I mean, there were a few standouts. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, which they had like announced that there was going to be like a darker Turtles game like years ago, but I think they put it on the back burner for a little bit. So they're looking for a different developer for it. It looks like they found Platinum Games, which has done some really good stuff. Take care of it. So it's they got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Rise of Ronin, or yeah, the Rise of Ronin I think is the subtitle of it, which if I'm not mistaken was a series of like sort of darker. I mean the Turtle comics were always pretty dark, but this was like a series of more, I guess, modern Turtles that was a little bit darker than usual. And it sounds like you're gonna be doing what they can with that IP, which is I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Because that would be, I wouldn't mind like a sort of more darker, more adult sort of handling of the Turtles. Not that I, you know, have any problem with the more traditional, I guess, handling of them. Not from the original comics, but like, you know, the more traditional handling in media of them. So, still pretty good there. And I'm really curious to see how that plays, what it's going to be like. Because that's I can't wait for that. I can't wait to just dig into that and see what we can make of it. Okay. Wisp of energy, swiftness motes. To complete the ritual. We got a lot of like positive ones here. That's good. Here.
I'm not ready yet. I have no potions.
Damn. They just kind of had me in a corner there. Well, that kind of sucked. I didn't really do much. Didn't really do much there. Oh well. Oh well. So what else? There was a bunch of things that got announced. I was trying to follow a bunch of the indie stuff too. There was a couple things that I seemed a little bit interesting, but there was a lot of just kind of I don't know, like hear me, I'm an artist kind of thing. Art house kind of stuff that I'm not really that big on. I'm more interested in just fun games, not like we're trying to tell this amazing, awesome story that, you know, about, you know, super artsy fartsy and all that stuff. I'm not really into those. What was there was a, so I know just bolt out of the blue, I think the Wolf Among Us 2 was announced. I never played the first one, and I don't know, like Telltale Games is still around in some capacity, but I don't know if it's feels like it's maybe a diminished capacity. So I don't know what that's going to be like. And honestly, I don't really have any skin in that particular game. I never played it. I never played the first one, so I don't even know if I would. Like, I've played enough Telltale games that I'm like, I don't even know if I'd be in the mood for them anymore. You know, they'd have to really be. Like, I still haven't played like the second Tales from the Borderlands either. And I really enjoyed that, but it was just like, I don't know, I've gotten to a point where I'm just kind of almost done with those things now, because they just kind of all follow the same pattern where you don't really have as much control over the shape of the narrative and stuff as they lead you to believe. And so it's more like you're just kind of watching a slightly interactive story, slightly interactive movie kind of thing, but not much else. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. People who like that stuff, that's great, awesome. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, like I'm almost a little bit over him at this point. I mean, like I get more player agency out of just RPGs anymore. and out of these games, you know, these story-based games that really don't. They're supposed to be like a choose-your-own-adventure thing, but never quite make it to that level. Alright. Leave this dungeon. We did what we can here. I didn't see any treasure goblins, though. That's unfortunate. The penitent. Get any in here to spawn. What else? I need to look at my list of things. I'm gonna take a minute here to look at, but I know these things are gonna come running at me. So let's take them out here. There you go. Alright, what else came out? Oh, Guild Wars 3. What else that was there? Assassin's Creed, yeah, Black Flag, okay. So, Guild Wars 3 was announced. You know, I know I've bounced off of Guild Wars 2 a couple times now. But I would be down to try Guild Wars 3. In fact, I have the Guild Wars 1 remaster or whatever it was. And that also might be interesting to play at some point. Wow. I didn't even get a chance to get my thing off here. My ultimate off.
I cannot use that.
What the hell? What was the was I? Guess I was getting a damage over time thing here. What the hell, man?
I cannot. I'm not ready yet.
Go. Got the bastard that time. Cool. We got him. Grim Collector. Okay. That. Best friends forever. I get here. Oh, defeat any layer boss. Okay, claim rewards. Got it. Okay, that actually unlocked these. I see. I see. So we're up to tier 6 here, or rank 6, or whatever the hell they're calling it. Which means I got blessings for that. So we get. I guess we'll do that. Do that maybe. Yeah, why not? Why not? Cool. Cool. Do I have any more? Those. That. And what else we got here? Nightmare Sigil. Boss Trophy. More XP. What is this one? 157. Vulnerable damage multiplier. Fire resistance. Ultimate skill. Okay. Legendary pants. Well, having a level 70 pants would be good because then I can actually update them or masterwork them. But we'll have to see what these look like. Ancestral rare gloves. Yeah, I've already got ancestral gloves. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Let's go back to the forge here so I can get rid of some stuff where I unlock more things. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of all of that.
Plenty worth keeping.
Not while I'm in town.
Okay, what do we get here? Legendary focus. Onyx Soul. Unique focus. Perplex round of the Orange Heralds. Unique mail. Chest armor. Alright, get all that. Not bad. We have some of a skill point. I guess I'll just put it in. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of points in a lot of my stuff, do I? Another point in Blizzard. We got nine Paragon points. That's pretty funny. Like that. And then we can, I guess, travel up this way some more. So that gave me a +5 to everything. Just getting onto that attachment there, which is good. You have leveled up as well. Twice more. Air key. We got a legendary helm. Got going on over here? Anything interesting? I don't see anything there. Unique layer boss's key. Use to open Belial's Hoard. Requires 2. Yeah, okay. Malignant Heart. Used to transmute into items found in Varshan's Hoard. Okay, these are all like transmute things except for the layer keys. We got 4 of those left. So that's not bad. I wonder if I can take on the freaking... There's one layer boss that has been just wrecking my face. It's the damn frost one. And I think that's the last one I need for one of these. Yeah. Glacial Fissure is the only one left, and that freaking beast in the ice is a pain in the ass. Complete pain in the ass. But I can try for it. What else do we have on here? So yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced. We already know about that. It's interesting. Star Wars Galactic Racer, Soulframe, and Dragon Wilds, RuneScape Dragon Wilds. So, I mean, Soulframe is. I should jump back into that too at some point. I mean, that's still continuing on. Yeah, it's continuing on, and you know, I like it. It's just it's hard to it's very hard to sort of figure out what to do in there, like how to progress the story and stuff. You kind of have to like look up things. what is the... So I need to defeat the lair boss in the glacial thing, right? Yeah, this one here. Alright, let's go do it. Let's see if I can manage it now with... I'm a little bit more powerful than I was last time I tried, but not by much. And get here. But yeah, RuneScape Dragon Wilds, I definitely want to, I haven't done it on camera yet. I haven't actually even, I think I played like a little bit off camera just to get a feel for it. But that was a long time ago, and it would be nice to just sit down and try to do something there with that.
I need time to prepare that. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I need time to prepare that.
God damn it. It just... This boss is such a bullshit boss, right? It's like... It has these mechanics that are... just absolutely ridiculous. See what I mean? Like, it's got these freaking mechanics that are just really annoying. You do so much damage to it that it can't, like, do anything. There we go. I think I got it. I finally got it. I just overwhelmed it with damage. There we go. Overwhelmed it with damage before it could even get its bullshit mechanics off. Fantastic. Alright. Did it. Did it finally. I'm not fighting that damn thing again. Hell no. Hell no. Alright. Here and repair. And what do we get? Vox Omnium. Unique staff. 2944. 2994. 180 weapon damage. 296 intelligence. Maximum life. Life on hit. Okay. Cast a core skill. Triggers a random equipped basic skill at a random enemy, which deals 327% increased damage. So there's a lot of random there that I'm not on board with. 70. So these pants, resistance to all elements, +2 to arc lash. I don't think I have that. Alright. Yeah. We'll put the unique away. And we'll just get rid of the rest. And then I have this to claim finally. Excellent. So that's good. Sweet. Alright, let's just do, I guess, the ovals reserve. See if I can get goblins, loot goblins to spawn. There's a goblin there somewhere. Oh, there he is. Over there. Got him. He didn't escape. I got him. Hey. Got him, yeah. Got 150. Now for treasure goblins. Alright, very good. Chests. Very nice to be able to sit here and roll through some dungeons and things. So there's even more like all weekend. I think there's going to be more showcases and video game showcases and stuff. There's just tons of them. Which on the one hand is really good to see. On the other hand, it's just there's like a lot of them are. Some of them are done really well, where it just kind of there's no BS. It just kind of gets to the games and just kind of rapid fires them, which I think is fantastic. But then there's others that are just like, well, we've got to inject personality into this. It's like, maybe not. Maybe that's not necessary. We got to have, hosts that are talking all the time and all this stuff. It's just like, you could probably cut those out. Nobody really cares about the host of these things. They care more about the actual games and what's coming up and all that stuff. I did see the Sony State of Play. They had a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously, Wolverine was looking really interesting, but that will never probably leave the PlayStation. So I'll probably never get to play that. I don't know if Hello Games is going to do anything as far as like Light No Fire. I don't know if they're going to announce anything or not, or they're just going to stay quiet for longer. Because it feels like we should be getting at least a little something more from them. Although I can totally understand them playing it really safe and be like, we're not going to say a damn thing until we've already done it wrong one time. We're gonna do our best to do it right. Do it right this time and actually show something that's damn near completed. But I can't blame them. Can't blame them at all for that. Sort of, announcing 2027 stuff, and I feel like we've been burned so many times with announcing 2027 stuff, or announcing stuff that's going to be in the next year, like where it's just like everything gets super delayed, that I feel like maybe you probably shouldn't even announce it until next year. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they shouldn't announce anything that's going to be more than like 6 months in the future. And even then, I kind of feel like they probably should announce anything that's going to be more than 3 months in the future, because it's just like there's so many things just get delayed, and then you lose all that information and hype around it and all that stuff, and it's just like, it almost feels like it feels like you can never really recover from that either, because you're now causing even more hype because you're delaying something, and then it's you know, people have even higher expectations because, oh, you're taking the time to do it right, and then turns out, you know, you were taking the time because you didn't have a damn thing ready to go. And then still end up releasing it in a weird state, you know. Oh. But I did see that 007 First Light is getting a DLC, which I am fine with. It's, you know, we're keeping that going. I need to finish the game at some point, but it'll be nice to have like a DLC to go with it. I mean, we're getting there. It's taking me a while to get through it. But I'm enjoying everything about it. It did a really good job with it. And then there was actually a lot of like open world racing games too. What was it? Clutch was one. I was like, or I don't know if Clutch was an open world one, but it was definitely a racing game. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And then there was a Hot Wheels one that looked like it was open world, which is pretty interesting as well. Like I'd be all over that. Yeah. Why not? See what it's like to try to control those cars on those tracks. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the other. They were Hot Wheels games, right? That I think that were out there. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than those. Because those were fun, but they were also kind of like they felt very one note. Yeah, they were definitely Hot Wheels games. The ones that are out there now, they feel like there's two of them, and they feel just kind of one note to me. I mean, I've played a little bit of them, but yeah, they're just kind of a little bit of a letdown. So hopefully having like an open world one might be a little bit more interesting. Though they're going to have a hard time with something like Forza Horizon that's been well established for many years. Like they're going to have a hard time, I think, maybe competing with that as far as features and stuff go. But well, we'll see. I'd still play it. Sonic Hedgehog 35th anniversary, they were doing stuff for Sonic Cross Worlds, which is another racing game, but it's more of a traditional sort of, it's more of a like a Mario Kart racing game type of thing. I haven't really played much of it, but it seemed, you know, it seemed like fun enough for, you know, a little excursion here and there. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's go do this. Do I need to go back to town to get rid of stuff? I probably should get rid of stuff. Back at town. Yeah, I guess I should. I guess I should.
You take care now.
This. Cosmetic horse armor. Alright. Legendary treasure goblin cache. Let's take a look at this one. Alright, what is this? Damnation rival ancestral rare ring. Interesting. Alright, what do we got here? Can I carry more? Do we have the person here? Rings and amulets. Oh, you're over here. Bearer of Curiosities. What do I need? Boots? Let's try for boots.
Now that's just that's just too not bad. Oh, such a shame. Try again.
Okay. Okay, anything decent? Got 70 here, 83 intelligence, 954 armor, barrier generation +3 to blizzard. 638 armor, 91 intelligence, 4 mana regen. Evade grants 112% movement speed for 1.5 seconds. Healing potions grant 22% movement speed for 8 seconds. Every 80 meters you travel refills the healing potion. Maybe. Well, unstoppable. Unhindered. I don't know if that's ever triggered, like the unstoppable and unhindered. I don't know if that's ever triggered. So having the healing potions one probably is really good. What's this one? 638. Shadow resistance, +1 maximum evade, charge your knockback and pull effects grant you 28%. Yeah. Kind of like these boots. Exceptional boots of nebulous bruise. And I can just kind of put movement speed on it, maybe. Yeah, movement speed. %, movement speed, okay. Let's go with that. This is 582, 850. Oh, we had 23% movement speed. Intelligence. Alright, so put those on. Get rid of the rest of these.
Not like I used to anyway.
Right, and then masterwork. Masterwork this.
My glory days aren't over yet.
+7 mana regen. Okay. Alright, so what we got on here? 114 intelligence, 1276 maximum life, +7 mana regen. Evade grants 139% movement speed for 1.5 seconds, 27% movement speed. Healing potions grant 22% movement speed for 8 seconds. Every 80 meters you travel refills a healing potion. Okay, cool. Hey, Act 3 Freeze Fire, welcome on in. Playing Diablo was the biggest sin you could do. Yeah, probably. But it's fun. I mean, you know, sin can be fun. I mean, you only live once, right? I didn't finish doing the quality upgrades on this, did I? Go. And I can't do another one because I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Whatchamacallit, it's object site or whatever. Okay, so that's maxed so far, except for the next thing. Oh yeah, and I got this one here. I keep forgetting about. Go. Alright, so what do we got on this now? 15 out of 25, lucky hit chance, cold damage multiplier. Yeah, alright. Alright, I like it. So these are all maxed out. I don't have, I need level 70 ants that are as good as these. Or well, have as good as stats as these, although have the same kinds of stats as these, but better. Alright. Alright, let's, I don't have any repairs to do. Cool. Cool. Let me see. What distro is this? This is Debian. Debian 13. Trixie. Yep. Okay, so what do I have? Do I have more? I have more dungeon keys, right? All right, let's do this. There we go. Away we go. What else is it's another so it's Soul Frame, Grounded 2, oh, Lords of the Fallen 2 was announced. Star Wars Zero Company, I have no idea, I have to look to see what that is, if that's something I would like or not. I'm not sure. I didn't see the video for that one yet. Lords of the Fallen, probably one of the few what are they isn't Debbie one of those old chest treasures you could find on Potency? Probably. It's definitely the grandpappy of them, of them all. Everybody wants to be Debian, but not quite. Debian has had many child projects off of it. And again, Fedora also has gotten around. Alright. I might have to go up to the next difficulty level. I think Torment 4 is now not as difficult as it was a few minutes ago. I can't carry any more of those too. That's great. You know, maybe I should teleport away, it'll still let me come back in here, I think. As a nightmare dungeon. I can spend these. Oh, for Christ's sake, just stop sending things at me for 2 seconds so I can take out this thing here. There we go. Alright. So got that. Let's go here real fast. We'll spend our murmuring obols. This guy. What do I need? I need pants. I need pants. You got anything decent? Mana regen, lightning, impairment reduction. Apply 31% more chill and deal 20% increased damage to chill. I mean, almost the same stuff, but not quite. The impairment reduction, I don't really care about. Ooh. This is Ancestral Legendary Pants. 2004 armor, intelligence, maximum life, life on kill. That's not bad. Armor. Damaging an elite enemy grants you a barrier for 100% of your maximum life for 10 seconds. This can only happen once every 20 seconds. That's not bad. It's not bad. Be nice if it had some resistance on it, but I guess well, no, I mean, I don't really need lightning resistance on the other one. That's not bad at all. I could put 2 sockets on it and go from there. And it's level 70. Okay, so let's throw this in a chest real fast. We'll empty out our inventory. And then let's use up all our ovals here. Let's see if I get any more pants. Okay. What do I got? 1594. 1594. Yeah, nothing really throwing me for a loop here. Ooh. We have more chill. Legendary pants, runic leggings of heavenly strength. Yeah, I'm gonna look at all of them. Let's just those, pick these up. See what they look like. Nah. Not caring for those either.
I cannot do that here.
Okay, so let's grab these. And see what I can do. So if I got, let's put 2 sockets on it.
I cannot use that.
Cool. And then we'll unsocket these pants.
May the light keep you.
Take those off, and then let's see if I can put an aspect on, or put something. Temper this. Defensive. Let's say I could do resistance to all elements. Shadow resistance, poison resistance, physical resistance. Straight up armor. Utility. Thorns, lucky hit chance. I guess I'll do, I don't have much in the way of fire resistance, I don't think, here. What is my fire resistance? Very free load. I guess I do have a bunch of extra fire resistance. Maybe do some poison resistance. Maybe that would be good. Cold resistance, I guess. Yeah, let's just do poison resistance. Let's try that. $456 out of 490 being the high end. Okay, that's not bad. Not too shabby. I don't have any stuff to masterwork it right now, but we can socket some things. So flawless topaz, royal topaz. So we'll put the royal topaz on there. And all I have is the flawless diamond, so I'll have to deal with that for now. Okay, we're up to 175,000 toughness. We started the stream at 138, I think. So I'd say we're doing pretty good there. All right, and then we'll just get rid of this. Okay. And now that's level 70, so I should be able to masterwork that. Cool. All right. Now we just gotta do some obfuscite farming. Or however you pronounce that thing. Okay. Under chests. Yeah, what was the other? I feel like there was a third racing game or something that was announced. There was a couple. I was surprised at how many racing games were announced. Pleasantly surprised. Still surprised. Do I code? Yes, I am a programmer. I have done a few coding live streams. I have a. I've been working on a few things here and there. I've been trying to learn how to write video games. I've been doing stuff with like Vulkan and writing a game engine kind of thing. Kind of stuck a little bit. Looking for information and trying to figure things out. So I haven't been back to it for a little while. There's been a lot of games I've been playing. And also I've been so freaking busy. That I just like when it comes down to like, do I want to sit down and write some more code? I just because my day job is as a programmer, but just as a like business applications web develop or full stack web development kind of thing. So I program professionally, but then to come home and do some more, sometimes it's a little bit much. So I've been kind of just waiting for things to quiet down a little bit and need to kind of get some of my brain power back. I rely heavily on playing games to just kind of relax. So hopefully I can get back to some of those projects. I used to do that Friday nights and Saturday nights. But it's always on a if I feel like it process. It's a lot of times I'm in crunch mode at work and during the week, and I just can't come. I just can't like then switch gears. Just tired from that. So yeah, I do it. I've looked at a few things. I mostly work in Java, though I do know a few other languages. I haven't used C in forever, but I know a few other things besides that. But Java's been my like primary focus for going on almost 20 years now. And never a shortage of work. I'll say that. Though lately with the AI craze, it's been getting dicey. A little bit dicey. Alright. Very nice. Got this now. Yeah, what's another thing that came out? So Hot Wheels Infinite Rush, that was what looked like an open world thing. Hitman World. Oh, Power World 1.0. as a thing now, apparently. So good for them on that. I don't know if I'll go back to How World or not. I don't really have any plans to. There's just too many other things. Too many other things going on. There were more than this. I think this is just showing the Summer Game Fest. Yeah. But there were other events that were going on during the week and stuff. So can't wait for some of that. And there's even more tomorrow. Like I think tomorrow is all day long. There's pretty much something going on. Resident Evil Veronica. Yeah, I'm not. I'm glad that they have a Resident Evil thing going on. I'm not a big horror gamer, so I've never really been into like the Resident Evil or Silent Hill or any of those things. But I'm happy for people who really enjoy that stuff, because it's you're getting some good stuff. There was a whole the other day there was like a whole hour-long show, I think, that had a whole bunch of horror games, both indie and otherwise. So there's some fertile ground there on that stuff. How many? 217, huh? Let's see what I can do here. 250 for that. All right. This one. Okay, 20 out of 25 on that. What else we got? Forgotten Wisdom. Sure, I guess. Why not? Why not? Gotta try Resident Evil Requiem at least. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm just not. They just don't interest me. Yeah. Because a lot of my problem is I have a hard time suspending my disbelief when it comes to like the horror stuff. So like I could never really play it on stream because I would keep making fun of it as I'm going. Which a lot of people don't take well to. But even like playing it, you know, on my own, I just have trouble sort of getting into it to a point where it's actually like there's a certain level of buy-in that you have to have in order for things to be kind of scary, and I just can never seem to get to that point. And so I don't really get as much entertainment out of those games. A lot of times it's, you know, it's, I don't know how much this is true of Resident Evil, but a lot of times games tend to rely on, you know, sort of gross out stuff, and it's like, not really. Not really a thing that I care for, but I'm happy that others have a lot to work with. I'm glad that the horror stuff exists and people enjoy it. It's kind of like the Dark Souls stuff, right? Like most Souls likes I don't really like. I mean, Lords of the Fallen, I've kind of played a little bit, and I was like, this is not too bad. There's a lot of them I just don't jive with, but a lot of people love, Souls like. They love Elden Ring, they love Demon Souls, and all that stuff, and more power to them. I mean, I like. There's certain Souls likes that I really like. Like I like Remnant. I haven't played Remnant 2 yet, but I have it on my list, my long list of things to eventually get to. And I technically didn't finish the first Remnant. I got to the DLCs, and there was like there was a boss battle in one of the DLCs, and it just started really ticking me off, and I was like, nope, I'm done. Rage quit. But still enjoyed everything up to it, and that was kind of one of those things where I felt like I just needed to go back and just and really just grind some more levels out and stuff in order to just take on that boss easily. And it's hard to, like, for me it was hard to do that like on stream. Like that was something I kind of felt like I needed to do off stream, just grind a whole bunch of levels, because you're kind of doing the same thing over and over and over again. As far as like you're revisiting the same levels over and over and over again. But it also depends on if you have something to talk about too, I guess. Like, plenty of people can pull that off. It's just I, more often than not, just have nothing to really talk about. So I'm kind of relying on the game to be at least entertaining. And if I'm doing repetitive stuff in the same map over and over and over again, that can get a little bit much. He says as he plays an action RPG, but these never seem to be all that repetitive for whatever reason. Like even if you're going back to the same place over and over and over again, it always feels like it's a little bit different. That being said, I do need to kind of get my feet wet more in PoE 2, Path of Exile 2. I mean, I played a little bit of it, but I didn't really get very far, and they're getting close to having a 1.0 of some kind, and it behooves me to get used to it sooner rather than later. Okay. Get all the crits here. Every crit we can get. Alright. Oh, there's one over there. Okay. There's gotta be one more here I missed. Alright, where we go. We got a unique dropped. Okay. Excellent. So what did I get here? Ancestral unique ring. 900 item power. 173 all resistance. 121 intelligence. 1813 maximum life. 5% critical strike chance. 620 shadow resistance. Casting a pyromancy, shock, or frost skill increases your damage by 14% for 8 seconds, stacking once per element. Casting again refreshes all bonuses if the previous skill was a different element. I still like if a core skill hits 4 or more enemies, 52%, the resource cost is refunded. Because that's, I think, helping me the most right now. It is interesting, though. It is very interesting. What's this? Ancestral rare pants. Okay. Unique away, and then these. Any 273, okay. Should be able to finish this off then, right? Plus 5 mana regen. Okay, so this one is topped off. And I don't have enough for that. Okay. So we almost have everything sort of topped off here. Some gems would be nice, but I guess at this point they really want me to use runes. And I'm not really sure about these. Like the gems, I can understand. The runes, I'm having trouble sort of. 2 seconds form a rune word. Only 2 rune words may be active at a time. I feel like these are more like I should hold off on these until I actually have a Herodric cube. Maybe. Flawless topaz. Let's see. Let's go to the jeweler here. Got there. So can I craft? No, I specifically need diamond fragments. How many diamond fragments do I get if I make a... Probably not enough. I was like, if I make 6 flawless diamonds and then destroy them, will I get more back? But I have a feeling that's not how that works. Or they would have thought of that. Is there a difficulty thing here? There is not. Let's go to Sergar. Let's go over here. And Torment 5, so I have to do tier 30 to get Torment 5. Should you trust IGN reviews? I mean, I wouldn't trust any one particular review. Let's put it that way. I would go to multiple sites like IGN, Eurogamer, GameSpot, Giant Bomb, and then look at a few. If you can, try to catch some streams of it, or at least some VODs, some videos, which honestly, watching someone play it is probably a better indication of whether or not something is high quality or not. You'll be able to see all the blemishes and everything. But yeah, I wouldn't trust any one particular site, honestly. Artificer's Tower. I wonder. I guess I could do this. Do Artificer's Pit first, I guess. Do I need to know a reliable source? Honestly, I can't think of a. Maybe Ars Technica, but they don't do that much in the way of game reviews. I mean, they do the occasional game reviews, but they don't do them that often. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot that I could say like, yes, you should trust these reviews. You know, yeah, because I don't have any particular review site that even I go to. I tend to look at a lot of different things. I mean, gaming on Linux, I've often looked at, but mostly just to see. They don't necessarily do reviews. But they do say like, hey, they were able to successfully run this game or that game and performance and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't have anything. Like, I wish there was a site that I could say like, yes, they always get it right, or they're more right than wrong. But I don't have any one particular one. because there's just kind of a fundamental problem there, right? Where it's like, you know, they need clicks, so they need people, which means they need articles, which means they need people to sit down and play these games, even if they're not the type of game that they would normally want to play. So reviews tend to go all over the place because they get someone who just doesn't jive with that particular genre playing a game, or someone who's just kind of, you know, the video game reviews are really, they're trying to use it as a springboard to other forms of journalism. So they're just kind of doing it because it's work. Okay. Right, I still have like a time thing here. Yeah. Gotta get through it as quickly as you can. Got a good loot goblin there though. 200. There we go. But honestly, I will. God, what is the? I have a. There's a CSS. CSS. RSS news feed reader that I use. And I will just grab RSS news feeds from all the major sites, and then I have them all aggregated into one area. And I can just kind of see at a glance a whole bunch of stuff. Get the, you know, general feel of what's kind of, you know, the information out there. Because luckily a lot of these sites still do RSS feeds, which is really nice because you can just kind of, even though it's like ancient technology compared to nowadays, it's still like works really well. All right. Depth 2. Well, I play God of Luffy. I have not played any of the God of War games, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I like the God of War games, because I haven't tried them. I think I might like them, but I have to try them to see. Like yeah, I haven't even played like even the old school God of War ones either. I've only played, yeah, I haven't played any of them. So I feel like I want to. I'll tell you what, watching, God of Luffy, I kind of want it to, or God of War Luffy, or whatever it is. I kind of want it to. Kind of made me want to play the first games, and see what I can do with it. What always kind of threw me off about them was that everyone I watched playing it, just kind of like they would play it on really difficult, really high difficulty, and I saw the kind of like maneuvers you have to do and all that stuff, and I was like, I don't think I want to do that. But if I could play, like, I would probably play them on like probably the lowest difficulty, just so I could enjoy the story and stuff, because I hear the story is actually pretty compelling in them. So yeah, if I play the like the God of War 2018 or whatever it is, and I don't know if did the second one come out? I guess the second one came out. Yeah, if I played them, I would probably play the other one. I'd probably pick up the other one. Let's see. 638 armor. Ancestral rare helm. Nah. Those. What else do I have? How many points? Well, we're like almost to 121 there. Well, 121. Oh, do I have enough stuff to do some masterworking? Or any other handhelds or console other than my PC? I do have a Stream Deck. I have Nintendo Switch 1, the first Nintendo Switch. I do technically have an Xbox Series X that is still in the box. I never took it out of the box. And that's about it. I didn't get a PS5 at the time. It was just it was hard to get them, and now I don't really have any desire to play anything on the PS5. I mean, Marvel, like Wolverine is cool, but honestly, I still feel like they're gonna probably come out on the PC at some point. even though they keep saying that they're just gonna be exclusive and everything, because there's too much money that they're leaving on the table by not doing it. So the scent of money will bring them back, I feel like. But yeah, those are what I have. Yeah. Been mostly just doing PC stuff. And like I'll play, like I have emulators on here and stuff too, so I'll play like emulated games and whatnots. So I'm not above doing that. And I have an SNES Mini, and I have a NES Mini, and what was the other? I had like 2 other mini consoles that I bought when those were all the rage. So I have those as well. So I can dig into those. I had the SNES Mini plugged in at one point, and I was playing like the unreleased Star Fox 2 on that one. That was fun. So yeah, I have a few, but I don't often play them that much. There's just nothing on there that's, generally speaking, there's not much on there that I care for. And if there is something I care for, it's likely I will find something very similar in like on Steam or something like that, like an indie dev is doing. Like I think the indie devs are just kind of kick a butt and taking names right now. Like there's so many, you might not get the same experience you would get out of like a AAA, but you're still getting like the same concepts and whatnot, and it just I think it's pretty fantastic what they're doing. And I am looking forward to the I'm looking forward to the Steam machines. See what Steam comes up with. See what Valve comes up with as far as they're concerned. I think that'll be. I mean, I'm worried that they're going to charge too much money for them. Which is not going to be good. I mean, they really need to. If anyone can undercut the competition, like Valve should be able to, given how much money they make on Steam. But I have a feeling they're not going to do that, and that might end up. It might end up just never taking off. But I'm just kind of hoping that they pull a coup and just sort of get a whole lot of people over to their side as far as consoles go. That'll be a boon for a lot of different reasons. And I think competition's always good, and I feel like Microsoft has pretty much given up as far as like the Xbox is concerned. I mean, I feel like they gave up a while ago because they really wanted to emphasize Windows and people getting into the Windows ecosystem and everything. But it's, they've pretty much given up on it at this point because they can't. They can't find a way to market AI on it. So that seems to be their whole marketing push right now. floor 2.
You've done well. Keep going. The Tower Guardian has spawned. Another step closer.
Okay. What did we didn't do very well time-wise, did we? Does it tell me where? I guess I'm not even in the top 1,000. Because it's like, here's the last 3 in the top 1,000. You're not there, so... Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Another thing there. Alright. 0 death, 392 kills. Major orbs. Score per second, 182. I got another goblin, so that's 250 now. So that's good. How do I leave? Is there an exit here somewhere? Alright, whatever. Not available, I guess I'll just leave through other means. The 30 there. Legendary cash. Might as well do another one. Why not? See if we unlock tier 1 there. here again. All right. As fast as we can.
Most impressive, but there's more to be done.
All right. Hey, Tech, welcome on in. How you doing? Well, we stopped the insanity. CPU went into total meltdown. It was done, heated up really hot, it killed itself. Oh no! Oh, Jesus. That's the worst too, because you're like, everything's just working well for so long and then it just eats itself. Oh man, that sucks. Hopefully, you can get a replacement sooner rather than later. Maybe, hopefully. Yeah,
I'm not ready yet.
I have also, like, this has nothing to do with,
Time to prepare.
PC stuff, but, I was thinking about you the other day because I too have caught the, searching for a house bug. I've started searching for houses. And it's been a thing. Okay. 5 minutes, 10 seconds. How long did it take me? Obviously, much longer than that because I'm not on here. Wait, much longer than that. Alright. Down in Big City, shopping, just got some food and was going to turn on, get the big red, turn green, I started to go, and bingo, nope, heads. Yep. Oh, jeez. Car troubles too. Oof. Be a record to even get home, and now I have to use it to go to work. Oh man, it's just everything happens at once. Oof, that sucks. That really sucks. Everything just sort of decides to just happen all at once. It's like you can't get a break sometimes.
Promising. My stash might contain items of interest to you.
Did I not? I guess. Did I not complete the tower? I guess I have to go complete the tower. Okay. It didn't credit me any stuff here. I thought, though, I couldn't get out of the tower last time, though. Without teleporting out. So do I not get any rewards for it? Is it only once a day you get rewards? Or do I have to go to a lower... I guess I gotta go to a higher tier probably to get more rewards. Is that what it is? By climbing the tower, every tier successful... Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I do have to go to a higher tier. Gives you a point. Ah, I got it. So if I need to go 10 tiers up then to get... So I have to go to tier 40 basically. 1 point of favor. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Okay, because I did the same tier again. It's like, nope. Alright. I understand. To break into it, get anything you can so you get to work. Oh yeah, saving money at a good clip too. Yeah, that's always seems like the case. You look at the jump to a different state. Yeah, I'm looking to stay in Pennsylvania, but kind of moving in with like. My brother and I kind of want to move together and kind of find a house, and just all kind of move into one house. Cause he owns a house, I own this house, and so it's like we're just trying to find something that we can all get into, and it's the market is insane right now. It's like the amount of money they're charging for houses is completely out of whack. I mean, I looked at a house last night, open house. Beautiful house, beautiful land. I looked at the history of it. And 10 years ago, they bought the house for $300,000. And now, 10 years later, they're asking for $600,000, which is really kind of a lie because they're doing 2 open houses, which means they want bids. So they're probably really looking for like 700 for it, and it's a beautiful house, but like $700,000 is a lot of money. Like 40 times the price it should be. They all just doubled and more. Yeah, it really is. Like I looked at on Thursday. I looked at 3 houses. The one beautiful one at nighttime. But the 2 other ones were like, they weren't open houses, but they were like, I had my real estate agent like schedule a viewing. And both of them were like, one was I think $629 and the other one was $619. So they're both about the same price. One of them looked like I think it was like a Discovery Channel show or something. It was something to the effect of like Earth After Humans, where they talk about like, what would the Earth look like if humans just suddenly disappear, and it showed like how nature would reclaim stuff. Well, one of those houses looked exactly like that. It looked like it could have come right out of that program. Like it was just, they had hedges that were like 7 feet tall. You couldn't see the house from the street. The backyard was completely overgrown. They had vines that had grown up the side of the house and up onto the trellis on the backyard, so you couldn't even see out the trellis. It was just covered in vines. It was just crazy, and they wanted like $619,000 for that house. The first floor they didn't even bother to clean. It was dirty. It was It was they still had stuff in there. It was just, it was, the house the time forgot. Right? And what's crazy is, and my agent even said this, he's like, this is the only house on the block that is this bad. He's like, you could probably get the neighbors to pitch in money to make you so you buy the house and just get rid of it, just so that it's no longer an eyesore. Like, it was that kind of a house. It was crazy. And what really pissed me off more, and my agent was kind of pissed off too, you look at the pictures online, they took the pictures such that you could see the house entirely. It looked like, the front of the house was all cleared out and everything. It looked like someone either used an old picture or they used AI to enhance it, so it looked, like well put together and clean and all that stuff. And then you go up to it and you're like, this looks nothing at all like the picture. You know what I mean? I couldn't fathom. And I'm like, well, yeah, no wonder this has been on the market for so long. Everybody comes out here and looks at it and says, nope, and turns around and leaves. And then the other house I looked at was in good shape. It was well maintained, but it suffered from just being outdated. And not from the kitchen and stuff was okay, but like the layout was sort of outdated, where it was like, it looked like they tried really hard to get some storage in there, and they put closets all over the place, and they even had like a cutout closet that was over the stairwell for the one room. And it just, like, all the bathrooms were like tiny. They had I swear they had a shower in the ensuite bedroom, which was huge for no apparent reason. Like, took up the whole width of the house. They had a shower in there, which was fine, and they also had a soaking tub. But the soaking tub was so small that it looked like all you could do was like bathe a Saint Bernard, or not a Saint Bernard, like bathe like a German Shepherd dog or something in it. Like, it looked like a dog's soaking tub. Like, it was just so narrow. I'm like, I couldn't put my leg in it, let alone my body. So it's just like one of those things where if someone had gone into that house and really just got a interior designer, like hired an interior designer and had them just come in and just kind of move some walls around, knock some walls out, just kind of just put some, make some sense out of it, it would probably would have sold instantly. But instead it's been sitting on the market, yeah, thank you so much for fixing this eyesore. It's been over 20 years. Yeah, I know, right? Got this one, older farmhouse one. People next to it the second day was in it. He started to clean up in the backyard, come over. Yeah, about time. Yeah. No, I mean, that's what it felt like. It felt like it was just like, it's been neglected for so long. And I mean, it's been on the market. That particular one had been on the market for like 88 days or something. And it had dropped in price. Like, they were asking $619 for it, and it had dropped 50 grand in price. I'm like, you got to drop this down to like half of what you're asking, because it's a handyman special at this point. Like, you need to have like someone come in before anybody can even move in there. They need to have someone come in and just clear all the crap out, clean it top to bottom, and And what really irked me about, not irked, but what was really weird about the whole thing was you had this house that was kind of not well maintained. It was falling apart. It was dirty. It was, nature was reclaiming it. And you look up on the roof and they had solar panels. I'm like, well, somebody was doing something with the house. It's just, what the hell happened, So, yeah. And they had like a Ring camera outside too. So as we're walking up, to it, we see that there's a camera on us. We're like, okay, let's get inside before we start making comments about the house, because we don't know who's watching us right now. Yeah. He needs to go out to eat with people like that. Yeah, they just keep giving him food. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like it almost feels like you could go to the neighbors and be like, hey, pay me a little bit of money to help me offset the cost of buying this house, and I will get rid of this eyesore. I'll freaking bulldoze it to the ground and turn it into a little park or something. A little community vegetable garden or something that's more useful than what it currently is. She told him the house has been bought and sold to a few people. Each just lived there for a few and then moved on. No one ever tried to fix and clean up. Yeah, and it's I can kind of feel that too, where it's like you get into something and you kind of realize, like, you start to realize the enormity of the task ahead of you, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna ride this out. I mean, the people that owned this house before me, I think, fancied themselves as DIYers. Because you could see a lot of places in this house where they tried to do things themselves and really didn't have the skills to do it. So there's a lot of things that are kind of like, did you put a level on that before you put that up on the wall? Did you measure that properly before you did that? You know what I mean? There's a lot of there's a lot of things that are kind of like, okay, I can kind of see the it's a little bit off here and there. And I think the real kicker was, I think there's a hill in my house backs up to a hill. My yard is basically a hill. And I think they had the idea that they wanted to cut into the hill and put a retaining wall there and then have like a proper patio up on top, which I think is a really fantastic idea. The problem is they started to dig into the hill, and then I think they just realized, like, wow, this is a lot bigger job than we thought it would be, and stopped. And so it's been that way. I mean, I bought the house with the hill, like a cutout in the hill, and I've never done anything with it, but it's like, I saw that when I was buying a house. I'm like, I could live with that, but I could see where they just realized that they were just in over their heads and were just like, let's not do any more of this. In a few cities in Michigan, some cities and small towns will pay to buy a place if it's that bad. I honestly, I can totally get behind that. Like, I honestly think that should be something a lot of places adopt. I don't know. I don't think there's anything like that around here. I mean, we have Section 8 housing, which is basically you take over a house, you declare it a Section 8, and then it becomes a like you're basically a landlord at that point, and you rent it out to low income families, but I would never subject any kind of family to that kind of thing. I mean, this thing would require so much money put into it that, I mean, you would have to hold on to the house for 30 years. You'd have to have a tenant for, several tenants over the course of like 30 years just to recover any kind of money from it. But yeah, I would totally agree with like municipalities having some kind of budget line that's like, hey, we'll subsidize somebody to come in and just either demolish these buildings and empty out the lot and let it be maintain the lot until they can sell the land, or at least come in and like fix up and repair something and make it livable again and all that stuff. Like, I think that's a worthwhile thing. I wouldn't mind my taxes going to that, honestly, because that's the worst. Is like when you, especially for the neighbors, you're just kind of like you've done nothing wrong, and yet someone down the street has decided it's too much. It's too much for them for whatever reason. I mean, it could be health reasons that they can't do the stuff. It could be age related. I mean, no judgment there. It's just like, crap happens. But like, yeah. What do we got? I let's do another dungeon run. I want to see if I can get some goblins to spawn. I'll do this one. Another Herodric storeroom. But yeah, that's been my thing for the last couple weeks. It's just my brother and I have been looking at places and just kind of trying to find, and my sister-in-law, obviously. My brother and my sister-in-law and my nephew have been looking for places and just trying to see what we can come up with. We're kind of looking all over the place too. We're not like looking in any one specific area. But I insisted on staying in Pennsylvania though. I don't really have a desire to go anywhere else. And I kind of want to stay, and he does too. I kind of want to stay near civilization. Like, I don't want to go out to the Pennsylvania Dutch area or anything like that. I want to kind of stay at least relatively close to a major metropolitan area. Can you sail the high seas in Linux? Yeah, probably. I mean, basically you're running the Windows version of stuff mostly. So as long as it's Proton, as long as what you're trying to sail has Proton or can support Proton, You can do that. As far as like other forms of media, I mean, they work just fine. So, from what I've seen. Next pillar is here. Didn't get very far, unfortunately. Yeah. Didn't get to. I almost got the 3, which is what I needed for that one thing, but oh well. Yeah, I'm struggling on those. Not really getting to the storerooms, to pillars fast enough. I feel like you really need like fast movement speed to get through those. And I don't have enough movement speed buff on me. They're just HP sponges here. But I think one of the crazy things I'm seeing is we're seeing houses go on the market and within a few hours already have the under contract. Which is, I don't know how to explain that. Like, that just is insane to me. How quickly things are just going. And they're going for, like, it's not cheap either. You know, they're going for lots of money. A lot more money than I think a lot of them are worth, honestly. And I don't know if there's just, I don't know if we're having a repeat of, like, 2008 where there's just a whole lot of bad mortgages, you know, being approved or what. But it's, like, I mean, yeah, maybe a lot of people are selling their homes and getting a decent amount for them. They're using that to fund these purchases, but man, there's money being tossed around that I don't know how people have managed it. Like, you know, I saw that beautiful house, open house I went to last night, and I would not hesitate to put a bid on it, but like, there's no way I'm gonna even have a chance of winning, because it's gonna be, if they're gonna drive the price up well beyond anything I could handle. And then a lot of people, way too many people, are like waiving their right to inspect the property, you know, to have an inspection. I'm like, I ain't doing that. I don't care how well maintained the property looks. I want a professional to tell me all the things I can't see. And that's just, you know, I don't know. It's, you would feel like that would be something, like, if so many people are waiving their rights, you feel like that would be people that were like maybe just new to the, you know, buying a house. But for these prices, I don't know if they were truly new. I don't know how they're making the money, how they're coming up with the money for it, because it's just, just pure insanity. Where's the... Oh, it's down here. Okay. Where's the next part of the map? Eh. Eh. Alright. This is nice. It's nice to be able to just kind of shut my brain off for a little bit and just murder a bunch of pixelated monsters. Do I consider Linux easier or Windows for regular? Windows is easier for regular people. Yeah. Linux may eventually get there, but for regular people, you're kind of stuck with Windows. Or I guess potentially Mac, but even Mac is like, you give up way too much to be on Mac. I feel like, personally. But yeah, it may get there. My hope is that, like, you know, if there's a renewed interest on Steam, or a renewed interest of on Linux, you know, from gamers and stuff, that would make it so that more software companies and whatnot will start to take Linux seriously and actually treat Linux like it's a first-class citizen, and then we'll start to get more improvements along the way, especially with drivers and stuff. And then hopefully at some point, you know, the Luddites, the Linux Luddites, like, sort of chill out a bit and allow more regular people to kind of come in and ask questions and not kind of be quite so hostile to newer people. You know, kind of understand that regular people a lot of times just don't want to fiddle with a lot of settings. Sometimes they just want something that works and that makes sense. And, you know, that's just the way it is. It's, you know, different strokes for different folks, right? That's like, you don't have to, not every distro has to be Arch, right? Like, you can have you know, distros that are more user friendly, and you can have features that are more regular user friendly, without dumbing down the entire ecosystem. Like, it doesn't have to happen. It's not even really a dumbing down either. It's like people just have this weird. There's this weird. I don't like. I want to say fallacy, but it's kind of like a fallacy. It's like a it's like this only true Scotsman kind of thing, where it's like, you know, if you didn't earn your Linux knowledge through lots of effort and beating your head against the wall, sometimes that they kind of tend to treat you with a little bit of hostility, and it really shouldn't be the case, right? It's like, not everybody wants to work on their car, not everybody wants to work on their operating system. You know, that's life. You know, some things are just everybody has different tastes and different hobbies. Yeah. But you definitely have to be like, Linux right now, you have to be comfortable. Like, if you're comfortable in like the Windows command shell, command prompt, and even PowerShell and stuff like that. That's kind of, you know, you can do a lot of stuff in the GUI with Linux now, but there's still a lot of things that are just simpler in the Linux console. Or, well, I guess simpler is not really the right word. More straightforward in the Linux console. There's a lot of times when you look up on Google for instructions on how to configure something, and you'll just get, you know, just open this file up and edit it, you know. Even if there's like a GUI that exists that does the same thing. So you kind of have to be a little bit comfortable with typing in commands and navigating a console a little bit. Not to say you can't do everything in the GUI, it's just that a lot of times it's not structured that way. A lot of times, you know, when you go looking for help, that you don't get the kind of help you that shows you where the GUI is and stuff. Way simpler in Windows. Take install Linux takes 20 minutes at most. Compare that to Windows just to get the drivers needed. You need to go to all these different sites to get their software. It takes time to download. To restart Linux is once you have a kernel update or GPU driver update. All those are true, yes. But I think there's so many people that have never installed Windows because it came pre-installed on their computers, right? So like, I'm kind of looking at it from that perspective, where there's just like, if you were to sit those people in front of a computer with an empty hard drive and tell them to install Windows, they may not be able to even to do that necessarily, because it's just nothing. It's just something they've never done before. Linux arguably is better in that regard, but I think the one area where Linux kind of falls flat a little bit is partitioning, because as good as like the partitioning stuff is in Linux, it is still a little bit more advanced for your normal schmo. And yeah, you can like accept the defaults and be done with it. And most distros have a reasonable set of defaults. So maybe I'm being overly critical of that. Different desktops, the file steps may try to look like Windows. They need to stop and let it be different. Let it be Linux. Most couldn't wipe their system, start fresh. If they did it once, they would hate it on Windows, install all parts and all the restarts. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's a hard one, because it's just it's Windows is so entrenched now that for a lot of people, there's no reason to even look at anything else, right? It's not until Windows really starts being completely unusable for a lot of different tasks, which I don't know if they'll ever get to that point. I mean, they've certainly traveled down that path quite a bit. But I don't know that Windows will get to a point where it completely undoes people's workflows, you know? At least for any kind of period of time. And that's really the thing. It's like it's so entrenched that like it's very hard to get people to want to change, because for them again, the computer just kind of works, and it does what they need to do, and they don't see a need to change anything else. And that's always going to be, I think, that's going to be the hard thing to get any kind of Linux adoption, you know. Windows is only easy when it's pre-installed and stuff. Yeah, exactly. And they run it a year or two and then buy another. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, the computers have become essentially almost like TVs now, right? Nobody gets their TVs repaired anymore. It would cost more money to get your TV repaired than it would to just buy a new one. So a lot of people will just, you know, use their computer until it becomes so slow that they can't deal with it anymore, and then just buy a new one and toss the old one, you know. Never realize that if they had switched over to Linux, they would probably get most of that performance back right away. Right? It would almost be like it was brand new, you know. Do you run local AI on your PC? Not yet. No. I've thought about it. I've thought about running like Quen or whatever it is. I think it's like Quen, something like that. The open source AI stuff. But I don't really have. I don't. There's not a lot that I use it for, you know. I use it when I tend to use it just to kind of summarize things. I don't tend to use it to well, I guess I kind of use it a little bit in searches to kind of give me some answers, but yeah, I kind of, when I use AI, I use it really mostly to just like summarize something that's going on, or to convert something, or if there's something I just really don't care to even bother with, like I'll have it maybe generate like a bash script or something, if I don't really feel like sitting down and programming it myself, you know, something like that. But you know, it's kind of, I'm forced to use it at work, whether I want to use it or not, and so I kind of like using it in my personal time is kind of not really something I care so much for, because I've seen how inaccurate it can be and how wrong it can be, and like I kind of, you know, I see that and I'm like, nah, I'd be better off just searching myself and coming up with the answer sometimes. But again, it really depends on the on what task you're giving it. You know, if you're telling it to, if you found an article somewhere and you're telling it to like summarize the article, it could probably do a pretty good job of it. But if you're asking it to give you answers, you gotta take it with a real hefty grain of salt. Docker's easy even on Windows. Use Docker one time and gave up. Even on Linux, Docker, I don't bother with it. Searching on local instances is easier. Yeah, there's Docker. There's Docker Desktop, which works on both Windows and Linux, and it's pretty straightforward, I think. There's probably, I don't know if, can't think of one off the top of my head, but I would almost bet that there's probably like a virtual machine too out there. That would have some stuff preloaded on it, like have a version of Linux on it that's with some local stuff already set up probably. So you could probably download like VirtualBox or something like that and run that, which might be. I don't think. I wouldn't say that's any easier than Docker. Honestly, Docker's probably a little bit easier than VirtualBox. But it depends on if they give you like a full. If they just give you a virtual hard drive or if they give you a full like settings thing. But I imagine there's probably something like that out there too.
I can keep you alive in a fight.
Oh man. Oof. This week I didn't stream last night because I was just so darn tired, and I went to bed early. I got like almost a full 8 hours of sleep, which is unusual for me. And I'm still like feel like I'm dragging my ass here. Forbidden City and Fractured Peaks. Oh. Escalation Sigil. Huh. Coffee, yeah. I should. I actually. It's funny. I haven't had any coffee the last couple of days. Because my stomach was messed up for a little bit. But yeah, I should probably get back on that at some point. But then again, I switched to decaf a while ago because caffeinated was messing with my sleep patterns. I felt like, and
I cannot do that.
so it may not. So that may not even help me either. All right. This is good. This has been a good night of stuff here. Let me see if I've got 18 or higher in a tower. Okay. Did that. Over here, 28 or higher in the tower. Alright. Defeat any greater layer boss in Torment 6 or higher to earn rewards and unlock access to. Okay, rank 7. Okay. Plans. Catch a fish in each of the following regions. Does that give me a fisherman title? Okay. Masterwork items upgrade their quality at 25 to 25 at a blacksmith. Somebody didn't proofread their stuff. Okay. Ancestral Legendary. Continuous climb. Complete tier 45 or higher in the tower. Tier 20 or higher. Do I have enough stuff here for a reliquary? I do, apparently. Got 8. Alright, we'll claim that one. Well, that's one thing. How many days are left? We got 24 days left in the season, huh? Huh. Okay. Any more free stuff?
Salutations, wanderer. Come and don the mantle of history's champions.
There are some more free stuff. Okay. What else? Nothing else. Okay. Nothing else. Although it does say there's a cosmetic I haven't looked at, I guess. I have no idea. Anyway. Platinum. Expansions. Alrighty then. Yeah, we're up to Torment 5. May be able to unlock 6 at some point. I think we're actually pretty good here. Do I have any? Oh, I have these to do. Let's grab that. Oh, we got a unique amulet. What is that? Resource cost reduction, casting a core skill, 25% chance to summon a conjuration of the same element. Active conjuration grants 5.1% increased damage, 1 mana per second, 5% movement speed, 3% damage reduction. It's not terrible. Legendary ring. Let's go. Let's put this unique away. Just hold on to the uniques because you don't really get anything from salvaging them. I mean, you get the same amount of stuff you get from salvaging a legendary, so you don't get anything extra as far as I can tell. What's the other thing? Symbols. Oh, I wanted to see, can you do any more masterwork in here? There you go. Lucky hit chance we got on it. Okay, and then this guy. Well, we got him up to 25 or 23 quality. We don't have enough to get fully up, but what we got now? 145 intelligence, 1690 maximum life, 341 life on kill, 2436 armor, 560 poison resistance. Damaging an elite enemy grants you a barrier for 100% of your maximum life for 10 seconds. This effect here only happens once every 20 seconds. Cool. Cool. And then this is 11.1% lucky hit chance was added onto it. And with lucky hit, we get up to a 15% chance to restore 18 primary resource. Okay. Not bad. So we're at 187,000 toughness now. So over the course of the stream, we've gone up roughly 50,000 toughness. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I would say. Add a... Yeah, add a poison resistance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Cool. So I think we're progressing along here. Get two more upgrades on this, and that will be maxed out, and then we'll have everything as far as I know, maxed out. We'll have to look at. We don't have the gems maxed out, unfortunately. But I'll have to see if I can gather diamonds and stuff for that. Diamond fragments. Craft gems. What is amethyst emerald skull fragment? Oh, so I can make diamond fragments? Okay. So how many did I need for royal diamond? I need 30,000 more for a royal diamond. How many royal diamonds do I need? I need 1 and 2. 2 of them, so that's like 100,000. Diamond fragment. So if I unsocket these, and then I salvage this one, how much will that give me? 10,000. So I just have, so I need 20,000 more. What, 100 of these? Yeah, there we go. 20,000 there. So I can craft a royal diamond. Cool. Put these in here. It's 20 all stats now. And this one... so what do I need? 100,000. So it's 100 for 20,000 for 20,000. So $100 for 20,000. So it'd be 500. 100,000. There we go. So then 1 million would be 5,000 question mark. Yeah, I don't have that many, but okay. So royal diamond. So I can make that. I can unsocket this
A
one.
delicate piece needs a delicate hand.
There now, so that's 250 resistance to all elements. Okay. So now we're up to 194,000 toughness. Okay. Alright, I mean, that's not too shabby. What do I have on here? I've got lightning damage, lightning damage. So if I could get this other royal thing here. What is that? Topaz? Yeah, royal topaz. I just need 20,000 more. So
Utterly tireless.
so craft a royal topaz. I'll unsocket these. It's 44% lightning damage modifier. And then this up here. At the plus 20 all stats, but I need another royal topaz up there. So
Raw material
that.
brimming with potential.
So craft gems. I need 90,000 basically. So we come here. No. Gem fragments here. Come here. So we'll say 500. Okay. And craft a royal topaz. Unsocket these.
Always stings to chip apart a fine piece.
That back up in there. Put this one in there. So resistance, that's I think high, as high as I can make that right now. Good. So plus 20 all stats, plus 60 intelligence. Both of those. 4% there. That. Okay. Like I'm nickel and diming it right now, but getting somewhere. Still getting somewhere. Cool. Cool. Anything else there? Nope. I think that's it. Alright, my friends. We're going to stop there for tonight. I am getting tired. I'm winding down. We've made a lot of progress. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, masterwork items. Oh, I got that. Hang on. We got, let's get another in the urn of bliss, I guess. Sure. That and yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it for now. Gonna have a full 8 hours of sleep. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah. That's it for me for tonight, friends. I just wanted to kind of relax and play a little Diablo as I can. Just kind of moving along. We'll get back to this at some point, and probably next week, and do more of the story because I still haven't finished the story yet. I'm still not even up to the latest DLC yet. I'm still going through Vessel of Hatred. I haven't gotten to Lord of Hatred yet. So we'll get there. And so I think what's going to happen is tomorrow night I'll probably stream tomorrow night, and then Sunday I'm probably not going to stream because I'm going to be probably battered and bruised and tired. Very, very much so. Doing some house cleaning here, getting rid of some things and stuff like that. So probably have Sunday off. Probably stream tomorrow night. Don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow night. It'll just be whatever I'm in the mood for, I think. And we'll take it from there. We'll see how next week goes. Monday and all that stuff. I'm kind of taking it day by day right now because, like I said, like doing a house hunt, I've got regular work to do. I've got things to wrap up around the house here. All kinds of logistics to work out. So we'll see. Anyway, friends, that'll do it for me for tonight. If you happen to run across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare, maybe toss my way, that'd be really swell and awesome. It helps out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you, and hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you bye.
Space!